When we think of angels, we tend to imagine beautiful and powerful beings, chubby children with wings similar to Cupid's, and even fallen angels who went to the side of darkness and evil. And in a way it is so, but the angelic hierarchy is much broader, and within this hierarchy, angels and archangels are inferior to all their brothers. This is the angelic hierarchy and the different divine beings closer to God in the Christian religion. Beginning in several religious traditions, especially in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, a hierarchy of angels organized in different ranks or choirs is detailed. It should be noted that the notion of a structured angelic hierarchy is not uniformly accepted and may vary depending on theological or doctrinal sources. Within the Christian tradition, one of the best-known angelic hierarchies is the one proposed by Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite in his work De Coelestii Hierarchia. According to this classification, the angels are divided into 3 spheres or hierarchies, which in turn are subdivided into 3 orders or choirs, giving a total of 9 angelic choirs. Number 1. Angels. Angels constitute the last choir in the hierarchical scale of celestial beings. They reside in the 3rd and most distant sphere in relation to the divine proximity, fulfilling the fundamental role of being the messengers between God and humans, as well as protective guardians. Often portrayed as beings of great beauty, young and winged, angels are recognized for their immaculate purity and their immortal and incorruptible nature, free from sin. In sacred art, we can find them adorned with symbolic objects such as trumpets or swords, each indicating a specific function or attribute. The main role of angels is to serve as messengers of God, conveying divine revelations and guiding human beings on their spiritual path. They are here to protect us, assisting with love and care in times of need, providing comfort and guidance. It is widely accepted in various traditions that each individual is assigned a guardian angel, a celestial entity dedicated to accompanying and protecting a person throughout his or her earthly life. These heavenly guardians also have the power to present human prayers before God, functioning as mediators in this divine process. Although they are spiritual beings, angels can assume human forms to interact and communicate more efficiently with individuals. Each possesses a unique personality and characteristics, marking an individuality within their angelic group. Their association with light is not only a testament to their holiness and purity, but also a visual representation of their role as guides in the darkness, illuminating the way for those seeking truth and divine connection. Number 2. Archangels. The archangels are situated on the 8th rung of the angelic hierarchical ladder, surpassing the ordinary angels but subordinate to the principalities. They belong to the 3rd and last triad of the hierarchy, a sphere that, although further removed from the direct presence of God, still plays significant and vital roles in the divine work. They are frequently represented as majestic figures, with grandiose wings and holding symbolic objects that allude to their specific attributes and the missions entrusted to them. The work of the archangels is multiple and of great importance. They guide and supervise the angels in their divine tasks, being also the spokesman of messages of great relevance for humanity. In various stories, they are central figures in heavenly battles, defending the good and fighting the adverse forces of evil. Archangels wield a higher degree of power and authority than ordinary angels. They are entities with distinct personalities and are associated with specific names, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael being the most universally recognized, along with Uriel, whose presence is not unanimously accepted in all Christian traditions. Each archangel has under his responsibility to represent and serve different aspects of the divine, carrying out missions that are perfectly in tune with these facets of the divine presence. Their existence and work shines with a dedication that reflects the multiplicity and depth of God's love and guidance. Number 3. Principalities. The term principalities finds its root in the Latin word principatus, which denotes preeminence and elevated status, thus pointing to their crucial role as leaders and mentors of the lower angelic choirs in the great celestial chain. They are attributed a regal presence, often depicted in the arts bearing orbs, scepters, and crowns, undoubted signs of authority and governance in overseeing the angelic groups below them. It is also not uncommon to see them wielding swords, a symbol of protection and active leadership. Their function is vital since they serve as guides to the younger angels, orienting and directing them towards the successful accomplishment of divine missions. The principalities have a special custodial mandate in which they are assigned the protection and guidance of nations, regions, and cities, ensuring that divine order prevails in every corner of the earth. In their role as messengers of the divine, they are tasked with bringing revelations and visions to human beings, serving as a transparent and sacred channel for the transmission of divine wills. Number 4. Powers. The powers, also referred to as authorities, embody the force of order, authority, and uncontainable divine power. Their existence is a living testimony of the active and powerful manifestation of the divine in the constant struggle against the dark and evil forces that attempt to upset the balance of the cosmos. They are figures that appear with majesty and sacred art, usually illustrated as celestial warriors armed with shields and swords forged from pure light. This image is not only an artistic representation, but a symbolization of their essential role as defenders of the celestial realm and tireless guardians of divine principles. Standing as an impassable barrier against evil spirits and demons, the powers are dedicated to safeguarding the cosmos and divine principles. In their work of protection, they ensure the rigorous application of divine laws both in the heavenly realms and on earth. Their role is also that of strategic mediators, facilitating communication between angels of different strata and ensuring the smooth and accurate implementation of divine designs at all levels of the cosmos. These angels are the vital bridge between the heavens and the earth, an indispensable connection that enables the harmonious execution of the divine will. Number 5. Virtues. The virtues are located in a central position in the angelic hierarchy, functioning as intermediaries between the dominations and the powers. They are recognizable by their dazzling appearance, often depicted carrying luminous shields and spears of light, unmistakable symbols of their strength and divine devotion. Their figures are enclosed in glowing halos, testifying to their direct and profound connection with divinity. One of their primary functions is to be agents of miracles and divine manifestations in the earthly world, being direct channels of God's energy and grace to humanity and other celestial creatures. The virtues collaborate closely with the dominations, working tirelessly to maintain the balance and harmony of the cosmos, a task that demands of them perfect coordination and celestial synchronicity. Beyond their role as distributors of divine blessings, they also embody values of courage and heroic strength. They are the embodiment of pure divine power, tireless defenders of the light, in constant struggle against the dark forces that seek to disturb divine peace and harmony. Virtue angels are, in essence, celestial warriors, symbolizing the spiritual heroism that characterizes those who fight against evil, armed with the power and light of God, defending justice and goodness at every step. Number 6. Dominations. The dominations are angelic beings who embody leadership and supreme authority, dedicated to maintaining and administering divine order in the cosmos. As custodians of harmony, their presence brings balance and stability wherever they intervene. In art and textual descriptions, dominions have been portrayed in human appearances, but carrying with them symbols of authority such as staffs or spheres. In some traditions, their wings shine with a divine luminosity that symbolizes their intimate and deep connection with the divine source of all creation. Its mission is absolutely critical in the administration of the cosmos. They are the overseers and directors of the lower angelic choirs, who ensure that divine laws are correctly applied and that a harmonious order prevails in all facets of the universe. As guardians of divine will, they work tirelessly to coordinate the movements and operations of the cosmos, ensuring that it unfolds according to God's grand plans. These angels have the deep knowledge and wisdom necessary to fulfill their mission with maximum effectiveness, maintaining a celestial symphony of order and balance both on the angelic plane and in the universe as a whole. The dominations are beings of incomparable wisdom, gifted with a deep understanding of the cosmos and a direct connection with the will of God, allowing them to execute their tasks impeccably and maintain harmony and divine perfection in all things. Number 7. Thrones. The thrones occupy a position of great prestige in the angelic hierarchy, standing on the third step, just after the Seraphim and Cherubs. Throughout the sacred texts, we find diverse and wonderful descriptions of the thrones, being commonly represented as grandiose wheels adorned with multiple eyes and radiating a pure and ethereal light. These details not only highlight his immutable nature, but also his unwavering devotion to executing God's will with absolute purity and justice. Their name, which comes from the Greek thronos, which can be translated as chair of honor or throne, gives us a clear sign of their main function, to be the bearers of the throne of God, a task that entails great responsibility, and that symbolizes the majestic authority and divine justice. Their mission is not only to serve as upholders of the divine throne, thus highlighting God's sovereignty over the entire universe, but also to ensure that divine justice is fulfilled, maintaining cosmic balance and harmony throughout creation. Their work ensures that the cosmos operates with perfect order, under the principles of justice and righteousness established by divinity. Furthermore, thrones play a crucial role in communicating divine will to the lower angelic choirs, acting as intermediaries who ensure that God's desires are manifested and realized in accordance with his grandiose plan for his creation. Thrones represent justice, authority, and the will of God, always acting for the benefit of order, harmony, and the highest good in the universe. Number 8. Cherubs. Immediately after the Seraphim in the angelic hierarchy, we find the Cherubim, divine beings charged with significant roles that include both the protection of sacred spaces and the eternal worship of God. Although Renaissance art and other popular depictions often illustrate them as plump infants adorned with small wings, biblical scriptures present us with a strikingly different image. In the book of Ezekiel, a much more majestic and complex vision is revealed, beings with 4 different faces: a man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle, each providing a semblance of dignity, strength, service, and sovereignty, respectively. The cherubim were assigned by God as the guardians of the Garden of Eden after the banishment of Adam and Eve, a task of immense importance that underlined their role as protectors of the sacred. With a tirelessly spinning, flaming sword, they ensured that the path to the tree of life remained inaccessible. In the deeply spiritual visions of the prophet Ezekiel, they are given an even grander responsibility, being the bearers of God's throne, a role that highlights their strength and intimate connection to the divine. We cannot forget their presence in the Ark of the Covenant, where they appear with outstretched wings, hugging the mercy seat, the lid of the ark, a symbolic gesture that emphasizes their protective and sacred role. Through their constant worship and praise of God, the cherubim shine as representatives of devotion and the safeguarding of holiness, serving as a bridge between the earthly and the divine, and maintaining a deep and eternal connection with what is most sacred and pure. Number 9. Seraphim. The Seraphim are placed at the pinnacle of the angelic hierarchy, holding an unrivaled proximity to God, more so than any other choir of angels. Their role and meaning have been sculpted and refined through various traditions and sacred texts, although on this occasion we will focus on the interpretation given to them within the Judeo-Christian framework. Derived from the Hebrew term Seraphim, which translates as the fiery ones, the name of these resplendent angels symbolizes not only their immaculate purity, but also their ardent devotion to God. They are entities that personify the bright and purifying light of divine love. In the book of Isaiah, an integral part of the Old Testament, the seraphim are described as heavenly creatures possessing 6 wings. They use one pair to cover their faces, showing humility and reverence, another pair to cover their feet, indicating their purity, and the last pair to fly, signaling their readiness to serve. Charged with the noble task of singing the praises of God, these angelic beings maintain perpetual praise, creating a resonance that runs through all of creation, a constant reminder of the divine presence. Furthermore, in some traditions, a purifying function is attributed to the seraphim. They are said to assist souls in their purification process, facilitating a deeper and more meaningful approach to divinity, helping them achieve a purer and higher version of themselves.